Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today we're discussing a model that launched back in 2016 and immediately became one of the most intriguing options on the market. Not because it's cheap, it wasn't cheap, but it was a good value relative to any other complicated tourbillon models in existence at the time. An uncommon combination of a major brand, a flying tourbillon, a chronograph, and a chronometer. It continues to offer horlogerie functionality for roughly Omega money. It's an incredible watch, and if you've got the wrist size for it, it's an intriguing option. So it is big. The TAG Heuer Carrera Heuer 02 Tourbillon Chronograph is 45 millimeters in diameter as I measure it, 16.5 millimeters thick, and then 52.6 from lug tip to lug tip. It has a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs, but you can see that there's a little bit of a shoulder or extension to the strap. So if you're going to do a strap on this, you're either going to want a custom-made aftermarket option, because you're going to have to cut the shape of the lug junction into the strap, or you go with an OEM option like this one. We'll throw this on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and you can see how it wears. And I mentioned that it's a big watch. It's made of titanium, sapphire, and ceramic. Those are all very light materials, but it's still big. I would actually say that it's probably a little bit too large for me, though I'm going to zoom out far to give you a better size perspective. Sometimes seeing this thing in proportion to the rest of the arm does help. So there you go. That's my arm. I'm actually not a small guy. I'm a thin guy, though. I don't think it's that thick. For what it is, I'd even say it sits lower than expected, so a jacket should be just fine. I think it is just a bit more than my wrists can sustain, so let's say 17 centimeters circumference and up. So the case is a good-looking Carrera design. As always with the Carrera, these jutting angular lugs are the defining feature of the watch. There have been chronograph Carreras, non-chronograph Carreras, complicated, even digital Carreras through the years. And the one feature since 1963 that ties them all together is this angular lug-style case. And here you can see that the lugs feature a combination of polish and satin. This is titanium. We have a blackened titanium center. We do have a bezel that is a combination of polish and satination. And then taking a quick look at the crown structure, there's a little bit of a rubber shoulder around the crown along with the TAG Heuer logo. And there are shoulders around the chronograph pushers, which are non-screw down pump style. Now what's interesting here is that the watch does actually have 100-meter water resistance. This is not a screw down crown, but this is a swimmable watch. I always say 50 meters with a screw down for swimming, no less, or 100 meters with a push-down crown, no less. So this would make the cut for swimming on that basis. Let's do a quick loom shot here. No shortage of loom. And then we've got a tachymetric scale bezel. So if you start up the chronograph, we'll just reset this, do this the right way. You start the chronograph when, say, a race car passes the start of a kilometer. Although it doesn't have to be a kilometer, but let's say now the race car finishes the kilometer now. You look at the number adjacent to the seconds hand, 300 kilometers per hour. That was the speed of your race car across the kilometer. So the watch does feature a flying tourbillon, which means there's no upper bridge to block your view. So that's what makes it flying. This is a tourbillon style first introduced for technical reasons, for chronometric reasons and stability reasons back in the 1920s in Germany, but today the flying tourbillon is generally used for the sake of better showing the tourbillon regulator. And of course the original tourbillon, patented in 1801 but dating back to about 1795, Abraham Louis Breguet, a pocket watch mechanism for evening out the effects of gravity. Now the tourbillon doesn't expressly serve that purpose here, but this is a COSC certified Swiss chronometer with multi-position adjustment, so although the tourbillon isn't specifically the reason, it is a chronometer grade timekeeper. You can see that it's a free sprung tourbillon too to better take a fine adjustment. You can see the variable inertia, eccentric masses on the rim of the balance. That's how the timing is largely adjusted on this watch, through those masses by moving them in pairs because they're directly opposed from each other. It's a 4 hertz beat rate, which is actually pretty high for a tourbillon and uncommon for a TAG Heuer watch. You can see the use of KIF shock protection, not something you typically associate with TAG Heuer watches because so many of them use Salida and formerly ETA base movements, and those are generally Inca block. So the KIF, a little nod to autologerie, something you would expect to see more on a Jaeger LeCoultre than a TAG Heuer. Fire up the chronograph again. Let's watch that second sand. You can see it's a very smooth engagement there. So what you get here is a vertical clutch engagement, which means there's no jump or stagger when you start the chronograph. And so another feature there is that you can leave the chronograph running full time with no additional hazard, wear, or tear to the watch, because the vertical clutch is a seamless, non-geared engagement. So if you just like having the chronograph seconds hand running, you can leave it running. The dial has good depth. You can see it features rhodium-plated applique hour indices, and you can see some underlying structure with tonal and finish contrasts to make it a fascinating thing to look at. And if you look at the dial, you can see some of the motifs of the dial, such as these little supports or bridge structures adjacent to the pinions featuring the hands. Those are very similar to some of the features of the case back bearing the wheels, the winding system, and the chronograph. So taking a quick look on the dial side, you'll also note that the chronograph, we'll note how the chronograph operates here. Hang on, get that out of the way. So you can see with the chronograph minutes, we have semi-instantaneous jumping. Then on the back, we have the Heuer 02T. So automatic winding with a 65-hour power reserve. You can see the column wheel in red to make it easier to see. It sounds and feels extremely crisp. That's one of the characteristics of a traditional column wheel function selector. Remember, column wheel to cycle the chronograph function, start, stop, reset, vertical clutch to engage and disengage. It's a 33 joule movement. And you can see that it has been extensively blackened to give it a techno-industrial aesthetic. And this is the TAG Heuer Carrera Tourbillon Tourbillon Chronograph, a watch that gives you an awful lot from a brand that has been around and will forever be around to take care of the watch. One of those incentives to buy a watch like this versus something from more of a boutique independent. And if you love this watch, you should note that the strap features a combination of rubber and then on top of velvety, almost nubuck-like alligator leather. You can see it's large scale, and that it features a monotone stitch to bind it to the rubber. The rubber against your skin will protect the leather from moisture, sweat, heat, oil, and grit. And then we've got a clasp, which is made of titanium. It features a twin trigger release, so it's not going to fly open inadvertently, and then a clasping system. So you'll note that the strap does not feature any perforations in it. It just goes through the clasp, and then the clasp will crimp it and hold it in place. So you get basically infinite sizing options since you're not stuck and defined by the position of the perforations. And then all the extra length goes under the strap body itself for a very clean look when it's all closed up. Reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.